If his relationship wasn't enough, Biebs is back in the news again, and probably for all the wrong reasons. My name is Hyla in Hollywood, and Justin Bieber was caught in some photographs that looked to be marijuana in his hand. So let's see what's going on here. Joining me via Skype is HLN host and author of Addict Nation, an Intervention for America, is Jane Velez-Mitchell. Jane, Saturday, Justin tweeted this kind of apology, I guess. He said, quote, "I see you all, I hear you all. I never want to let any of you down. I love you and thank you, Beliebers." Jane, let's get to the heart of this. I kind of don't care if he's smoking weed. I mean, it's 18 years old here in California. If he has a license, he's not breaking any laws. I'd rather him be smoking weed in a room with some friends than being out in the road acting like a donkey.
Well, let's not bring donkeys into this. Donkeys haven't done anything wrong. But I will say this. According to the CDC, our own government says 22% of teenagers admit to smoking pot within the last month. So obviously, yes, he's a teenager and he's going to do what teenagers do. But he's also a role model. He's somebody that teens around the world, millions and millions of teens look up to. So if he is in the position of seeming to promote pot smoking, that might be a bad thing for the world, for teenagers, because let's face it, pot is an addictive drug. Just like alcohol or Coke, you can get hooked on pot. And if you're a pothead, chances of you contributing to the world are minimized, in my humble opinion. I'm a person with 17 years. In April will be 18 years of sobriety. I'm a recovering alcoholic. So I have the dubious honor of knowing that addiction can really devastate your life. I think Justin Bieber is in a tricky position. He was essentially almost a child star, and now he's trying to transition to adulthood. So he has to stay relevant. He doesn't want to become one of these goody two-shoes, G-rated sort of comic book type one-dimensional characters who quickly become obsolete and are put in the cultural trash bin. But by the same token, he doesn't want to go to the other extreme and become one of these tragic cases that we all know. We don't have to repeat the names. People who have OD'd, people who have gotten into trouble with the law, people who have been pulled over for DUIs repeatedly, people who have been in court 19 times, hint, hint, hint. So he has to walk that middle ground and be cool and hang out with the cool people, but he also kind of has to be a good guy at the end of the day.
And I don't want to jump to conclusions. I mean, one picture of him possibly, allegedly smoking weed is a far stretch from being a pothead. From just the picture we see, we seem as if it's a responsible way that he's doing it. I think that is a positive thing to promote. Talking about this image thing, obviously every single child star has tried to make this transition. It's an awkward one from being a child star to an adult star. On top of this picture of him allegedly smoking marijuana, his Instagram is full of shirtless pictures. We know he loves to drive fast cars all the time. Is he going about the right way of growing up?
There was a picture of him that I thought I saw with some very hot woman who wasn't wearing a lot of clothes. You know, first of all, I've seen Justin Bieber perform, and I'm not in any way suggesting he's a pothead. I don't think you could be a pothead and perform with the accuracy and the passion and the precision that he performed with.
I think Snoop Dogg would disagree with you, but please continue.
Okay, well, I saw him, and he's en fuego. He's amazing. And so I'm a big fan of Justin Bieber's. And I agree with you that it's tough to make that transition. And it's very hard to do it just right. I mean, we've seen other stars who have posed three-quarters naked in a magazine, trying to go from child star to adult star, and they've got a lot of blowback for that. So almost every child star who tries to transition to adulthood gets that bumpy period. It's almost like a cultural adolescence where they're trying to retool themselves for the adult market, and it's a little difficult. But Justin Bieber's a genuinely good guy. I think the fact that he postponed or arrived a little bit late to a concert in Salt Lake City so he could visit a 7-year-old girl who's got leukemia and do that wonderful meet and greet with her, he's a good guy, but yet he's a human being. I think he's handled the transition to adulthood better than 3/4 or 99% of the other child stars that become adult stars out there.
And I think it's important to note also, Jane, is that he has a fantastic team around him. Scooter Braun and everybody that is in his life on a daily basis, they know how to take care of the kid. And you know what? If he's trying something in a responsible manner that is completely legal, I'm A-okay with it. Jane Velez-Mitchell, you can always catch her on HLN. Thank you so much for your insight. For the latest on this story and the biggest stories breaking right now, just stay clicked on CELEBUZZ.com.